Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into MRL, the Challenger Cup here on Tuesday. And for a treat here at Canadian Tire, my name is Xander Zidell. Along with me is Patton, who happens to own this league and will be broadcasting the race. I will be driving, but you'll hear me all throughout the night. We had a treat for you today, a great road course in Canadian Tire, a very fast one at that, with stages and cautions. It should be great, and it should set up for an amazing race here at in Canada. Joined, obviously, like I said before, is Patton. He'll be the voice you hear all night. Hopefully you don't
What's
get sick
up?
of it. How you doing,
That
sir?
is me. So I much like when ever I do that, I always do the social media stuff whenever we go live. So that is always appreciated when Xander, you do our lead in right there. That is a always a treat, as you said here, because we are at Canadian Tire because as we have said previously, this is the fastest road course. Well, not the fastest in terms of lap time, but like in terms of like how fast you are going. One of the fastest road courses that we are having on the schedule. Watkins Glen coming in a close second. But yeah, with that, there's a lot to talk about. Justin Shack and UK are both locked into these playoffs, and with that, you have UK who's starting in the rear, but Justin Shack it's going to be pulling out P6 because I'm not included in this, so don't count me right there. But yeah, with that, Canadian Tire, Xander, as we unpause the timer here, who should we expect, or what should we expect coming out of this race?
Oh, you should expect a lot of hard racing. Unlike Saturday, where we have no stages, it's more of a save or just push. You'll see a lot more pushing today. A lot more of people being aggressive on restarts and starts. So definitely look out for people who can execute on starts for sure.
And of course, starts are going to be a pivotal thing here because here in the Challenger Series, there is no pace lap. The biggest thing coming out of this that people really have to keep an eye on is that there isn't a free lap in order to save fuel. The only stage that we'll have to technically worry about fuel and tires is actually going to be stage two. Stage one, basically, it's go full throttle. Wherever you finish, you're going to be going, and that's the big thing here is in with stages. Stage points are going to be earned. Technically, if we're looking at the stats, UK has collected the most stage points in the entire
You can come
series
in.
so far. Thank you so much. Coming close to that is Nathan with sweeping the stages at Talladega. That's carrying him as he had a bad race last night last week at Gateway. Of course, Gateway, you were not able to join that race, but unfortunately for you, GMI did not have a great night. With that, UK was actually able to have a better long run car. Cyber made his return to the Challenger and also made his full-time note there that he is going to be competing for the title. And with that, you also have a big swift change into the playoff picture. Justin Shack making his second race in this series, and out of four that you'd have to be mandatory for, as we are looking to see who's going to make the playoff field. But with that, the fifth front row though, the 00 and the 1 are looking for their first wins, and going into this turn one, it seemed that 3 out of the 4 times that outside has actually proven to be the better line. Now, Xander, you are currently the pole sitter, and everyone gets a little tight coming out of the final turn. We're going to be going towards the rear, and you can see that everyone just kind of bunching up amongst one another, and a little bit of contact being made. The 42 pushes the 41 wide. That's going to open up the door for the 18 of Monster Racing to try to get on by. They're going to be 3 wide through here in this fast left-hander, but the 18 backs it on out, saying, you know what, I don't want any part of this. And with that, going into the double right-hander for the first time, the 2 is going to be the one that is going to be the biggest loser. But the 41, Jordan Joujic, gets really loose, and he collects it, though. But you can see that the biggest mover out of all of that is actually the 10 as well as the 18 of Monster Racing and Justin Shacker, respectively, moving up a handful of positions in this opening run here. But the 42 gets super wide onto the grass, and that is like lava for some of these guys. because you are there's no grip whatsoever. All of these guys, apart from Monster Racing, has raced at least once a Canadian Tire. A little bit of contact being made back here in the rest of the pack. Oh my goodness, that was really aggressive by the 5 right there. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but the 22 of Keith back here trying to get some stage points. And that's going to be the big thing here. Who is going to get some stage points in this run? Stage points can obviously carry you into the playoffs, because in a 7-race regular season, if we have 7 different winners, there's going to be one person to make it in by points. That's a guarantee. Yeah, Xander, despite missing the previous 2 days, looks like you have not missed a beat.
It's fun racing at this place. I love it.
And with that, you have a well, currently the top 3 trying to separate themselves. The 48 in with P4. Justin Shackett there in P5, starting to make his way forward again. Shackett, like I said, making his second race in this in his mandatory 4-race allotment. He already has a win, so technically he is into the playoffs. But with that being said, well, he has to race 2 more times after this to make that official. Oh, BS, you just walked in the door. Why didn't you say anything? Oh, but the one gets super loose, and now that's going to open the door for the 0-0. The 0-0 looking to take the lead here early in this race. This is only lap 3 of the race, and through the double right-hander. Ooh, going to go wide right there. I like what the both are doing. Both very different lines right here. And the 9 of Cyber looking for redemption from his previous 2 nights of racing. On Saturday, he finished dead last, as well as the last night P9 just was on the opposite side of the strategy plane, and because of that, look at that gap that these 3 have put on the rest of the field. This is the 48 right there, and those 3 are just little dots in the distance right now. Well, shoot, BS, if I would have known you said something, I would have waited. It would have been an extra minute or so. But yeah, it looks like as the 41's trying to make his way forward after getting loose, the 88 of B-Right Racing currently holding the top or the 6th place spot, and then the 41 Jordan Giles are trying to take it away. The 18 of Monster Racing back there in P8, with Ty Racing making his debut in this series. That is P9 with Gio rounding out the top 10. Definitely interesting to see the different lines that these guys are running right now. Very precautionary for some, like the 18 running very shallow, just trying to maximize the material. Oh, the 88 gets a little bit loose right there, and oh, that looked a lot. That looked a lot like it actually hurt the 88 more than it did the 41. And the 41 is going to try and pull on away right now, but the 18 gets loose, and that may be another spot in the distance right there. As we go through the field right now, it looks like the 42 is not having a good race right now. He got major loose coming out of the double right-hander. The 2 just easily overtakes him. That is to complete the top 10. But yeah, going through all of this right now, it looks like the 18 was actually able to overtake the 41, like I said, and the now the 14 is now going to be opening the door for the 88 right now. But yeah, as we go through the field right now, this is actually coming up on halfway through this stage. Am I correct in saying that?
You are. Well, kinda. It's lap 5 of 12 for the first stage.
Okay, gotcha. And with lap 5 of 12, this is actually going to be a... again, no one can really extend it 12 laps. People have tried to do it on Saturday, and people were watching that. They would have known that it was not going to work. So anyone that tries that is going to be on the opposite side looking in. So with that, this stage is going to be a one-stopper. Now, optimally, you do want to pit early and make sure you get enough stage points, because at the end of this stage, you want to pit. You don't want to short stop this. which is a lot what some people want to do, and try to stay on out for the next stage, because next stage, right there, Hunty, proving my point right there, splitting this stage in half to go for a later run right here. Now, Xander, that if we can ask you, is that going to make you pull the trigger for when your pit
Yes.
stop's coming?
Oh yeah, I was gonna come in next lap anyway, but that made me
That just
a little
validates
scared.
your
Yeah.
validates your decision to do that. But yeah, the double
Oh
zero
yes.
coming on down. But I love how the pit stop indicator has him half in your stall, half in his own. So that's a little weird how that works out there. But yeah, so that puts him on the basically the aggressive side of the strategy here. Oh my goodness me, that is an entire mess of cars back there. We saw the 88 kind
There's a
of beach
caution.
it. Oh no! What happened with that caution, I guess? I'm trying to find it. We saw the 88 kind of beach it, but like nothing that should have brought out a yellow. Huh. Well, either way, though, this actually just benefits Hunty because he was on pit lane when that happened. So everyone that is gonna pit here, actually, I mean, technically, we're gonna see some strategy because, I mean, I'm sure there maybe for the people that aren't really aware of what this length of stage 2 is, they're gonna come on down pit lane, or not come on down pit lane and try to stop coming to 2 to go. I don't know. We'll have to see on that, but definitely though, that basically just gave Hunty the lead, and as he's shown on the Saturday series, that outside line is actually one of the best. It actually allows you to really just kind of full throttle in here, but the one of Xander's going to have some word of that, and with that is going to clear the double zero, and that makes the inside lane now the preferred lane going into this run. But yeah, definitely though, everyone getting way tight on that opening run right there, and now this, as we see everyone just really calm, cool, and collected right now, trying to get on around to 41 like a rocket ship around the outside, trying to gain a lot of space, but everyone's going to be 3 wide, or at least double file in the back. How are they going to file on out for this double right-hander? The 48 makes the move. The 41 makes the move as well on the outside right there, and everyone makes it through. But pivotally, though, this run basically means that for everyone, I mean, they can make it on fuel, but I am curious to see when people, if anyone, is going to come on down. The 41 try to throw it on down, but the 48 closed that door quick, fast, and in a hurry. But yeah, everyone definitely starting to get a little bit aggressive, especially as we see the rest of the field right there. The 88 throwing on down, but the 18 is going to have the better traction on the opposite side. 3 wide going into turn 1, and Cyber backs on out of it, saying, you know what, I don't want any part of this right now. Just give me these stage points. Xander, actually, if you could allow us to know what lap it is right now with that caution.
It's lap 10.
So if anyone is going to stop for some reason, it would be this time. But I don't think anyone will. If they are aware about the length of stage 2, essentially you're just digging yourself a grave, because if anyone can, if there's one stage that people can make it on fuel, it's stage 2. Stage 1 is basically a guaranteed one stop, and with that caution, that was actually a perfect opportunity for people to get that pit stop done and out of the way, basically for free. Now, I am curious, and actually let's go on board with you, Xander, just from the front to back cam right there, and see how everything's going to turn on out. So anyone going to make the hard right going to pit lane? Top 5 basically looks the same. No takers in the back. No one goes on down pit lane. And with that, yeah, everyone basically holds their strategy to where they want to basically just pit at the end of the stage. So 2 to go here in this opening stage. Xander, you seem to have... Ooh, the 22 must have got loose or something like that. He is the odd one out. Again, with 14 drivers in this field, that means 4 unlucky souls will not get stage points. And currently, that last spot is, if I'm counting my ducks correctly here, P7, 8, 9, and 10 belongs to that 5 of Baseball Kid. Everyone else in front of them will get stage points. Looks like the 88 of B-Right Racing going to be in P9 and standings with the 42 of Geo. Oh my goodness, a bad day gets worse. It seems like every time he goes through that double right-hander, he gets loose. But that's 17 trying to chase down after that final stage point as the leaders are coming around the front stretch to take the white flag in this stage. Some beating banging going on right now. The 41 and the 10 going on around, trying to make it done. BS says Hunty sucks, but he's there in P2 right there, trying to chase on down Xander for this playoff point. Pivotally, though, that's another thing. Playoff points are also on the menu for tonight. Basically, playoff points carry you through your seeding for the opening race in the playoffs, as well as the next race in race 2, which is going to be Dover of the playoffs. And with that, there's only one race knockout for each round of the playoffs. So basically, the more playoff points, the higher place in points that you finish, the better off you're going to be for your playoff run. But yeah, with that though, it looks like everyone basically finding themselves a nice little comfy nest to make their bed in. P3 should belong to Nathan here. P4 should belong to Xander. P5, though, is going to be up in the air between Jordan Jalja as well as Justin Shackett. Ty Racing and Monster, P7 and 8 right there, respectively. And with that, coming through the final set of corners, Xander, you will get the playoff point.
Whew.
Now, that's only 1/3 of the race done right there, my friend.
Yep.
So with that, also please make sure to take a picture of the stage results, please. That'd be fantastic. As we go through the stage ender right here, it looks like that 5 of Baseball Kid, unfortunately, did not get that final point, and looks like it belonged to the 17 of Mr. Excitement. Am I correct in saying that?
10th was Mo Power Cat.
Mo Power Cat. So I'm on board with P9 right here. It looks like something must have happened with Baseball Kid, because I do see him in the back. Geo as well. A bad night gets worse.
The full top 10 was myself, Hunty, Nathan, Cyber, Jordan, Justin Shackett, Monster Racing, Ty Racing, Brandon, B-Right, and Mo Power Cat.
Oh, so that means Mr. Excitement must have gotten in front after the slowdown right there. But yeah, Mo Power Cat, UK, getting that stage point. And as we go into stage 2, looks like a slight position change. That brings Nathan into the front row right there. Nothing too crazy. It looks like just one position change out of the entire top 10. But yeah, if there's one stage that everyone can make it, it's got to be this stage. So with that, everyone just cycles on through this opening turn, very smooth and steady. Oh, Xander, what happened? Oh, my goodness.
Just a little loose. It's unfortunate.
Well, I spoke too soon about slow and steady right there, because that just gave the lead to Nathan. So as he leads now, everyone basically going through, trying to filter on through, much like they have 3 times or 2 times before at this juncture. Go on through the double right-hander, the double zero Hunty, kind of playing coy, going really wide in his opening run. Trying to take as much of that backstretch as possible. The 48, though, the double zero actually gets major loose coming out of that final corner. But it looks like everyone got through pretty non-contact like. So that's good to see right there. So as everyone just cycles through this long backstretch back here, the top 5 basically separated themselves from the 42. The 42 trying to rebound going into this next run. But yeah, with that though, looks like the big gain out of this restart was the 42 of Geo, and the big loss, obviously, Xander with that little mistake. Now, obviously, this is only lap 1 of this entire stage, and as everyone kind of filters on through, people are going to be starting to save a little bit more, because people will have to make the strategy work. Again, this is a 9-lap stage. You will basically make it all the way in this stop. You don't have to stop this stage at all, and I wonder how many people are going to realize that. or if they can't, then obviously they're looking to pit on lap 7 in order to make it all the way and basically shortstop the next stage, which is also a valid strategy. Of course, because you don't lose a lap here. That is 3 wide coming out of the double right. Oh, the 88 of B right being put 3 wide right there. The 14, there's still 3 wide right there. The 17 has a wonderful shot of this. They're still 3 wide going down the long backstretch right here. No one giving an inch. The 14 is probably going to be the one that backs on out of it. And the 2 is going to be the one that says, I have the bigger balls. And from the middle, we'll collect 2 for the price of 1. So with that, though, everyone beating and banging back here for the final few stage points. Looks like the 5 of Baseball Kid is our first DNF of this race. And the 22, as I see right in front of him, looks like had a little bit of a lag incident right there. But yeah, so we have our first DNF out of this race. That is super unfortunate from Baseball Kid. But nonetheless, we have still a race to go on here. And, well, as we see, the field is really starting to shorten on up here. The 00, as I must have missed at some point, did take the lead. Unfortunately, in this series, there is no points for leading a lap. It's basically just wherever you finish in the stages as well as where you finish in the race. But yeah, he's going to set sail right now. And Xander, a little thoughts from you right now. How's the car feel?
Good, but somehow I took 2 tires on that last stop, so I will have to pit. Unfortunate on that, but I guess I don't know how that happened, but whatever. It's probably how I got a little loose. So we'll just try and run it out, and I'll go ahead and pit. Obviously, if there's a caution, I don't want to get stuck. Actually, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Well, that kind of would make a lot of sense about why you went wide right there. Is because you were on 2 tires. I guess you were expecting a little bit more grip in those 4 fresh Mr. Feelgoods, but only to find out they only had 2 of them. But yeah, it looks like as we go through here, again, another strategy is what I was talking about, is essentially make pit as late as possible, because if you do that, you can still make stage 3 in 1 stop, and I guess that's the goal here. I don't know if you can do that, Xander, but definitely that's going to put you in the back foot a little bit.
I mean, I might as well try something different.
Of course, and of course, as we go through this field, people that aren't saving, because this is a 9-lap stage, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So a 9-lap stage here. People can save in order to make this into a no stop. Of course, when you have when you start the race, you have a tank of 8. And basically, it's up to you to save that extra lap. It's not hard, honestly, to save 1 lap around a road course. What is hard, though, is to do it in a timely manner and not losing too much time. And with that, though, everyone has had practice in the other 3 races. And that's one of the benefits of doing races all at the same track, is because some of these guys are going to be using other races as practice, because whether this be their main series or something just didn't go right to how they want it. Everyone's going to be basically doing their own thing here. And it looks like, as we see, everyone is starting to save a little bit. But I am...
Sorry to cut you off. I just had the greatest save of my entire racing career. Oh my god.
Xander, you are not having a fun time right now, it looks like.
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm on thin ice.
What lap is it right now? Because what lap should we expect you to get on down pit road to take those 4 tires?
There's a slim chance it makes it. It's very close right now. It's lap 5, but I'm at 23% on my left front. I'll try and go as far as possible. Probably 2 laps from now.
Well, yeah, essentially 2 laps is when the pit road opens up, but make sure the leader did not cross that line, or else you will be given an in-game penalty. I don't know if anyone actually knows this, but there is actually in-game penalties for pitting after 2 laps are up. As soon as he takes that white flag, it's a 30-second penalty. And at a road course, which normally you won't lose a lap around here, your stop, as well as the penalty being assessed, you will lose a lap because you only run a minute and 15 around here, and depending where you're at on track, that is basically your race. Not necessarily over because we do run stages, but definitely kind of puts you on the back foot. Baseball Kid in the chat saying, don't know how you can race road courses. I'm not quite sure what that means, but with that, though, everyone seems to have really spaced on out right now, and I'm sure this is because of strategy being all over the place. Some people are saving, some people are not. This is lap 6 right now. If there is anyone that's going to be pitting, it's either going to be this lap or next. I'm not seeing anyone from the front runners. 41 as well not coming on down. And no one behind him is going to be making that hard right-hander. But they're actual, I lied, because the one you, Xander, will. Xander, well, you know what? At least there's stage 3. We'll just say it like that. But yeah, it looks like everyone is filtering on through. But like I said, you won't lose a lap from this. And essentially, this means you just won't get stage points, which is not the end of the world, because since you just ran first, the entire first stage. But yeah, looks like the 14 of tie racing is going to join you actually, so that will knock you down to P12 at the lowest, as the 22 is going around right there. That will be for P11. But yeah, the 00 of Hunty, I'm sure he is going to be on that on that save strat. But everyone looks like is going to be coming on through. I'm actually curious to see the 00. If he will take that hard right, probably not. And with that, yep, there we go. He is not. The 48 and the 9 is not. The 10 and the 41 aren't, because at this point, oh, the 2 I thought was going to try and make that hard right. But at that point, pit road is already closed, so basically this is the bed that you are on right now. Everyone is forced to stay on out for these remaining 2 laps right now. Or this is actually lap 7 right now, correct?
It's lap 8 for Hunty.
Okay, so yeah, okay, I was right. But yeah, everyone is basically set out to stay on this strategy right now. So we'll have to see if, well, anyone will run on out. Because, like I said, there was a place that you could have, you know what, if you weren't thinking quite of the stage points finishes, you could have pit right there, saying, you know what, I'll start up front for the next stage. And actually, Xander, that's going to benefit you, actually. So you're going to be on that strategy that pits early in this final stage, because everyone will have to stop in this final 13-lap stage. Race is far from over.
I'm just happy I didn't go a lap down, I guess. I'm not really sure how long the final stage is going to be. Do you know how long
13.
the final stage is going to be?
13.
13? Okay, so, yeah, I'll pit early for sure then.
Yeah, and like I said, you, and basically, because of you, this final lap night now for these guys, by the way. But yeah, like I said, basically, this means that everyone that did pits like tie racing, you, Xander, are going to be starting on the front row, which is going to be a great help for you guys, and because since everyone will have to stop in this next stage regardless, essentially, you give up the stage points now. Looks like Monster went on down pit lane. That is going to be an in-game penalty right there. We'll have to see how that goes. He's down on pit lane. We'll have to see if he's going to come on out. But yeah, Hunty is going to come on down for the checkered. I just went past him. There he is. And with that, going on through the final turn right now. The 00 is going to win stage 2. Looks like Nathan will handily get stage 3. Looks like Cyber had to back on off a little bit, so that will be P3. P4 belongs to Jordan Jauja. It looks like P5 will be Justin Shackett. Behind will be UK. Geo P7. But yeah, Xander, if we can have full stage results, please. Oh, just like a picture, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I got you.
And
Stage just finished, so I just decided to put it into neutral and just rode around.
And we are back now. So much like that right there, it looks like the issue was resolved with Monster. It looks like he for sure could not pit. So doing the gentlemanly thing right there and just basically pitting yet again. So it looks like I was actually wondering about that myself. But yeah, Monster basically just going to be pitting at the end of the stage, and he did right there. The 14-0 tie racing starting in P1, but unfortunately, just like getting swallowed up right now. The double zeros went around him. Technically, you, Xander, were on the outside, or I guess inside going for turn 1, and you already went around him. And right now, this is going to be a little bit of a bottleneck going into this double right-hander. I'm seeing all of the carnage back there. Everyone beating and banging as we go through this double right. Doors, feelings being hurt. Oh, my throat being hurt. Calling this right now. But yeah, it looks like everyone makes it through all nice and neat right there. But yeah, with that, looks like everyone, as we go through the field, the biggest losers out of that actually is the 2 of UK right there. The 2 of Mopower Cat dropping his way all the way to the back right now and only making up only a few spots right there on that final corner. It looks like he's going to go 3 wide, but the 88 backs on out. The 17 goes wide, and that's just going to allow the 88 to try to get on past, but the 2 is going to be showing the inside, and nothing can really be done for the 17 right there. So let's kind of this stage is going to run a little bit of contact in the back, like I said. As this stage is going to run its course, as we look to the front runners, of course, this is only race 3 of the season, but everyone up until P7, which is Justin Shackett, has not won a race. Essentially, that means anyone that is currently not Justin Shackett or UK will be in the playoffs. Now, of course, Xander and Hunty are the 2 favorites going into the road courses, and those 2 are nose and stern right now. But what of the 48 putting a really good performance on road courses, finishing podiums in a Sunday and Monday Night Lights? Cyber trying to get redemption from his lackluster previous 2 races in Monday and Saturday, and he's going up here. And what about Jordan Jaja, one of the most consistent drivers on Tuesdays, as well as just MRL in general, and since he joined at the beginning of the season, and right now he is sitting in a lovely P6 right now. What can they do? Obviously, it may take a caution because it looks like these front 2 are starting to pull away. But of course, the conversation in the garage is essentially who is going to take it. It's going to be one of these 2, or so the competition says. But we'll have to see. The 00 giving you a little friendly tap right there, Xander, saying, "Hey, let's go a little faster."
I'm so loose. I don't know. I just can't get on the throttle without spinning it, so gotta worry about that.
Well, weirdly enough, actually, you had that problem. Of course, the audience is not going to know about this, but you had this problem on Friday in F1. Now, do you think that has anything to do with that?
I doubt it. I think maybe quick feet is a thing for me right now. Usually what happens when I take a little bit of a break or I don't race for a couple of days, it takes me a minute to kind of warm up, and I say quick feet with I like to step on the throttle a lot, and it's a habit of mine that I've had to definitely change, because that's a habit that I've had for ever since I've started racing 5 years ago. So definitely something to overcome, but I'm starting to get that rhythm down. I just ran my fastest lap of the race, so yeah.
Well, there we go. That doesn't mean that you are, of course, with your stage 2 mistake right there. I mean, that's out of harm's way. You're still leading the race, so you have a clean air in front of you and an open view of your, well, no one really in front of you, technically. So basically, you're on the plus side right now. The 17, ooh, going super wide. I thought he was going to try to take the jump right there. I'm actually surprised how that did not give him an in-game penalty with how wide he went right there. But yeah, definitely losing a spot there to UK. UK struggling right now. And speaking of struggling, looks like the 14 of Thai Racing trying to make his way into, well, from that strategy of pitting early. Unfortunately, he's not had quite the success that you had dropping down to P7, but he will be the one to pit early along with you, to try to gain as much time as possible on his competition. Now, meanwhile, everyone else, like the 00 Punty right behind you, is going to try to go long. They're going to try to either maybe take 2 tires, should their rights be allowing it. We'll have to see on how the 00s are going to try to get past you, but I feel like it's going to be through strategy. We'll have to say that. But yeah, it looks like as the rest of the field is going through the fast left-hander before the double rights, the 9 currently leads that pack in the final podium position. Everyone else behind, very tightly knit. The 48 constantly pestering the 9, keeping them honest. Of course, both of them are in-game teammates. The 48 belonging to GMI, but the 9 belonging to basically an independent. He is by himself. I'm actually surprised that he has not been snatched up by any of the existing teams in MRL. Very actually surprised by that. But yeah, Cyber, though, in the number 9, trying to make his way into the playoffs here in the Challenger Series. The 48 right on his tail, like I said. The 41, very consistent in not just this series, but all series in MRL. And of course, Justin Shackett already locked into the playoffs, just padding out his time in the series, making sure that he hits that 4 race mark in order to qualify 100% for that playoff run. And of course, the reason why that's existing is because, well, if you win a 1 race and then don't screw up the rest of the season, essentially that just means congrats, you won a race. You want people to show that they consistently, it was not just a fluke, and that they actually will show on up. Because if you race 1 race and then win and then just don't show up the rest of the race, what's the point of having in the playoffs if you're not going to compete, you know? But it looks like the 18 got a little bit of help from the 18 going on around. The 18 kind of playing Mr. Nice Guy, and be like, you know what, I did not mean to do that. Have the position back. Again, very gentlemanly of the 18. Of course, that is the 18.
He's on the road.
Oh, what a move by the 18 right there. That was a slide job. Oh my goodness. Call that one to the highlight reel. The 00 Punty. Now, this, I wonder, is an existing, or is this a scheduled stop, I wonder? What lap are we on?
We are currently on lap 34.
Out of 40?
40, yeah.
Yeah, so technically everyone can make it right now. Looks like everyone is going to be following him. So, oh wow, you have a lot of people on pit road. The pit road is a busy place. Now everyone else is going to be stopping, I'm assuming the lap after. I wonder who sped, if anyone sped, of course. Looks like the 41, the 42 are away. We're on board with the 88. The 18's away. Ooh, I think the 88 sped. Oh, no. Because as the rest of his competition pulls on away, the 88 is the only one on pit lane. Looks like the 22 is basically allowing his competitors to go on by. The 22 not firing on all cylinders right now. Yep, right there. Looks like the 1 is down on pit lane. We're going to be on board with Hunty to see where he's going to be at. He is in the double right-hander right now, coming down the long backstretch right there. I keep saying right there, but you guys can see it. And where Xander is just now hitting his box, the 00 is about to go into the first S, so it's going to be close. Who knows? This may be decided on pit times and how aggressive you were coming in and out of pit road. Xander, can you let us know as soon as you pull away from your box?
What my pit time was?
Yeah, are you pulling away from your box?
Yeah, I'm pulling away from my box now.
And
I had a really good entry, and I had a really good pit.
And there's the result of that right there. The 00 basically filing in where it basically where everyone came in at. And with that, basically the chase now continues to go on down. Now, essentially, what this means for anyone that isn't privy to the strat here, it looks like the 10 also come on down pit lane, so there he goes. Basically, you go faster on worn tires. So Hunty is essentially putting his eggs in the basket of go long, and we'll see if we can go faster at the end of this run. Whereas Xander basically was reacting to what Hunty was doing. So while he technically has less fuel, his tires won't be as good. I'm actually trying to find the 9 of Cyber right now. Where did he go? Oh, the 9 is actually down on pit lane right now. I just now found him. And there he is. So, okay, I was wondering. So he must have ran it on out. So essentially he's doing the super long strategy in order to make sure that his fuel is up in line, but because of how long he waited, he lost 2 spots. The 41 Jordan Chachik goes by, the 48 of Nathan goes by, and because of that, he will file into P5 right now. The rest of this competition kind of goes around right now. Everyone is looks like Gio will find a P6, but as I go on board with him, he goes wide, and the 14 of Tie Racing, the 42, oh, he almost spins. Oh, Gio, not like this. Looks like, yeah, Tie Racing is basically going to be solidly in the top 10 here, but the battle is going to be for P1 right here. It's all going to be coming down to this. This is coming to lap 10, correct?
Lap 10?
Yeah, is this lap 10?
Lap 10 of the run?
What lap are we on?
We're on lap 37.
37, thank you.
All
right, all right, there we go. All right, so basically we can just do the math from that right there. But yeah, as I was talking about that because I see that you are going to be dealing with Hunty for a little bit, so I will let you be. We'll keep an eye on that. P3 is belonging to Nathan, like I said, but he's going to be under fire from the 41, trying to chase him on down. I'm trying to find who exactly is in P7 right now. It looks like it could be Mr. Excitement, or P6, Mr. Excitement, and then P7 belongs to Monster. 42 is P8. Oh, no, 42 is... okay, 42, P6 is Ty, P7 is Geo, P8 is Mr. Excitement, or UK, P9 is Mr. Excitement, there he is, and UK P10. So there is that top 10 breakdown. Justin Shack is P11. P12 belongs to B Right Racing, and P13 is going to be our DNF, of Keith, who is, I think, 2 laps down at this point. And with that, Baseball Kid will round up the field in P14. UK trying to make a good comeback here, trying to chase on down that 42. Again, UK already locked into the playoffs here as we are on lap 38, 3 laps to go at this point. UK is locked into the playoffs with a win at last week at Gateway. And because of that, he's essentially, this is his third race. He just needs to race one more, and then he is for sure locked in. Justin Jack will have to race 2 more times after this in order to get in. But yeah, it's all coming down to this. The battle for the race lead is going to be pretty hot and heavy right now. Of course, this is a win and you're in right now. So the 00 is looking to put the pressure on the 1. I know you probably don't want to hear me talking about it, Xander, but it has to be done because this is probably the tightest battle on track right now. 2 laps to go. In fact, actually, the other basically closest battle after that is the 41 and the 48 for P3 and P4. Looks like the 18 whiffed it coming out into the double right-hander. He's trying to get it righted. Oh, I think there's a little bit of lag incident right there. What is he trying to do? So that isn't a double right-hander. You're going to be seeing that coming through the double right. So, Monster Racing having a good day turned sour. Very unfortunate from him. But yeah, everyone is going to be picking up the pieces from that. I don't know who or if there was any kind of contact with that, but definitely that is going to impact his result and basically elevate Justin Shaka into the top 10. But we're going to be on board with this battle. This is the battle for the lead. It's going to be the white flag this time. Xander has it. Hunty wants it. Going in through the final turn. White flag is out, and this means this race is official. A caution ends the race. And that's actually probably good news for both of these gentlemen here, because you just want to settle on track and not let a green-white checkered basically dictate how everything's going to change. But the 00 really misses the corner right there. That's going to really hurt his track position going into the final set of turns. But yeah, Xander, you are... Of course, you probably don't want me to talk about it, but this will be GMI win number 100 if this can be done tonight. Of course, Hunty looking for his own win right here, and looks like the 18 is going to try to do the jump going through the final set of corners. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my goodness! The 18 gets in the way! And with that, it's going to be coming down to the final turn. I'm sure Xander's going to full-on send it. I can expect from the 00, he is going to be looking and expecting it. Going to the first S right here, setting him up. The 00 is going to be going in the way and going to hard block. Has to expect this coming. Bummer to the back of the 00, but it won't be done. The 00 will have enough traction and will take the victory. Oh my goodness, what did we just see? Nathan will complete the podium right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to be looked at after the race for sure. Yeah, the 18 already leaving the race with that, but super unfortunate from Xander, who I'm sure is livid after this race. Oh, my goodness. I've seen a lot in my time in league racing, but nothing like that. Xander, I'm going to be honest, if you want to skip your interview, I totally understand. That was... Oh. Yeah, we're going to be looking at that after the race for sure. I will tell you what. But yeah, with that though... All right, so with that, the fastest lap actually goes to Xander with a 14.898. So actually, shoot, that's the fastest lap that we've seen all night. With that, P2 belongs to Hunty with a 14.9. Wow. Wow. We're going to have to regroup after that one. Shoot, yeah. Like I said, Xander, I can for sure. If you don't want to take your interview after that, that's fine. Just let me know. Um, but we're gonna get the other two in here. That was sheesh. With that, Nathan, Agent Orange, is going to get his invite as well as Hunty. And as we wait for these two to enter right now, we can see that the gap between Nathan and Jordan was actually very, very close. 6 tenths, actually.
Had me
Holy
sweat.
echo. Holy echo.
How about that?
Cyber P5, Ty Racing with an excellent result, P6. That's actually his career best, so good job for him. Geo P7, UK P8, Mr. Excitement P9, Justin Shack at P10, uh, Brandon P11, Monster Racing P12, Keith P13, and Baseball Kid as the lone DNF. Whew. We have our podium finishers in here. With that, we're going to go into our first driver here, and that is going to be Nathan in the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Of course, it seemed that the race with you and Jordan, or originally it was you and Cyber, but it seemed like you had a little bit of everyone kind of keeping you honest throughout the entire race.
Yeah, it was a really fun race. I think I just got the undercut on Cyber. By the time he got out of the pits, I was a couple seconds ahead of him. And him and I were pretty even on lap times, or we stayed pretty close together, so it was going to be hard for him to make it up. I thought, unless I made a mistake, which is not out of the realm of possibility. So yeah, and then I held Jordan off for a good while, and then he found something those last two laps, either that or I was slipping up, and he closed in pretty good, and then he got pretty close to my rear bumper on the back half of the track on that last lap, and then I was able to get through the S's a little better than him, it seemed, and then was able to hold on to it.
Oh, I mean, P3, it seemed entering this race, you were not looking forward to road courses, but after three consecutive podiums, actually P3, now that we think about it, third, and third, weird how that works out sometimes. Yeah.
Dope for Dale.
Do it for Dale. Of course, actually, I should go to that scheme of the set. Oh, I just went past it. Of the of
I hate
21.
that scheme.
What are you talking about? It's fantastic.
The Jimmy Johnson's throwback scheme?
Yeah, of him, Dale.
It's so poorly executed. I hate it.
Oh, but 21 championships being represented on here. Over 350 wins.
Nah, it's a cool scheme. I just don't like it.
All right. Well, with that though, still a P3 and more stage points to add to your bucket there. Yeah, that was it was a good race from you. And with that, we are looking forward to seeing what you can do. And it's not Richmond, like it's following the Saturday, Sunday, Monday schedule.
I was going to ask that.
We're going to Iowa next week.
Ooh, y'all watch out.
Well, there we go. A testament being made, and I'm sure another testament is about to be made right now. Xander, well, I can understand why you have been so quiet. What are you thinking right now?
Just, I don't know. That was going to be a great race to the end. It was going to be a very good finish. I got into the double right-handers a little hot. Hunty and I made a little contact, but that was just some great hard racing the entire way through with him. So, congratulations to him. He had one of the best cars all night. Me and him were very equal. So, um, I'm not mad that. I mean, if anyone else other than us two, or even Nathan was pretty fast. So, if, he deserved it for sure. We both were the two fastest of the night. So, it's unfortunate.
Oh, and with that, I for sure probably. I mean, I can't really think just that position that you were in. Um, I mean, obviously, the 18 deciding to take the jump on the final lap, landed, bounced off the invisible wall, and then bouncing back to be directly into your line. I, I would be livid, and I'm sure you are, but you are taking this rather well, or at least showing rather well.
He's on air.
Yeah,
Cloud
yeah,
nine in a bad way.
yeah.
So I guess with that, always next week, Iowa is another one of your good tracks. So I know it could have been GMI win number 100, but I guess that will have to wait.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that the Monster Energy number one was great. Um, it's just a little just trying to get back into a rhythm. Again, road courses are tough. They're very challenging. Um, so again, I struggled with my drive off and getting back in the throttle a little too early. So all in all, a good race, good points day. I got stage points. The first stage, obviously, had the issue happen in stage two, but was able to get some playoff points, and I'm not out of it. So, great racing with everyone, and congrats to both these guys. I really don't want the 100th race win for GMI to be at an F Friday and F1, but if that happens, it happens. So, gonna go out and win next week. Gonna go out and win every race. That's my goal, obviously, as a race car driver, and that's everyone's goal, and at least it should be, or at least to set goals for yourself. And yeah, I'll definitely, yeah, definitely try and go out and win. It's the best way to get over things like that is to win. So yeah,
Well, as much as I would say, um, I'm sure people were thinking that your luck probably just ran out, but like I said, there's always another race. So we'll just have to keep your head up high and um, turn our attention to next week at Richmond in Iowa. So with that, though, let's go into the winner of this race. Hunty, I'm sure that's not the way that you probably wanted to win it, but a win nonetheless.
If there was one more lap, I would have actually gave that back. But I was even letting off, but I was like, I don't know what to do because we were literally just 2 turns left.
oh,
Yeah.
don't worry about that. Yeah, I wanted to say that too. Like, don't worry about that. It's nothing that you can do. So it's a clear win for you, you know. And again, Hunty, me and you were so equal. So I don't. You don't have to apologize for anything. It's not your fault, obviously. And I mean, either one of us really deserved that win. So again, congrats to you. You can continue your interview. Sorry.
So yeah, Hunty. Like I said, well, I guess that would have been very sportsmanlike, but of course it was the last lap. And uh, take us through your thought process when you saw that happen.
I I was thinking of how I was even going to enter that turn, and then I seen the other car drive off into the jump. I'm like, oh boy. And then I seen him land. He wasn't in Ghost. Didn't know if Xander was going to hit him, and I pulled away.
Well, with that, I mean, I guess to every silver cloud there's or sorry, every dark cloud there's a silver lining. I guess it was your day. It was meant to be. But yeah, like I said, definitely not the way that you probably would have wanted. But yeah, that still locks you into the playoffs for this upcoming season. Now, you've been very consistent on stage points. Actually, winning the most stage points out of this race. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. It's going to set you up well as we look to the rest of the regular season. Now, we all know how you are at road courses, and how do you feel about short tracks? Because not only
Oh,
just for Saturday, okay, good talk. So Iowa is where we're going to next Tuesday, and I was just wondering how you felt about that.
I mean, I like top five, but I don't have first place speed there.
Well, of course, you don't need to be first place technically anymore. You have your win and you're in. So, with that, basically, you just need to start one more race, and you are officially locked in with your 4 race limit. So, or no, not limit, but your 4 race minimum. So, yeah, with that, excellent job. With that, all around, good job, guys. Any final thoughts before we close on off for the night?
good race, Xander and Hunty, or just a step above the rest of the field. So it was basically a race for third after that. And
And
looking forward to Iowa.
I'm sure. Actually, funny that you mentioned that. If we look to the daily, I was hoping to catch on the weekly, but apparently some custom times are on there. Um, you actually had the Xander. You had the fastest lap out of this entire Canadian Tire week. So again, something to hold your head up high as we exit Canadian Tire and look to Richmond in Iowa. All right. I guess with that, I mean, if anyone doesn't have anything else, I'm sure you guys are probably looking to get this done and over with. So yeah, with that, we're going to close on out here for MRL this week. We are going to a brand new set of races for some of these guys at least. Richmond's going to be brand new. Iowa we actually have been to before, so we'll have to see how that goes. With that, we're going to close on out for the night. This is your host, Private Patton. Xander, thank you for being our internet supporter, and we will see you guys on the flip side. Congrats to our winner, Hunty, and we'll see you in the next race. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.